You believe there's still time? You assume that with age comes wisdom, composure, and maybe even respect from her. You think she'll recognize it, appreciate it, and choose to stay. But here's the reality. No one tells older men chasing younger women, it's not your money she sees first. It's not your poise, your seasoned confidence, or your calm energy. What catches her attention is your need disguised as charm, the craving for reassurance, that quiet, internal hope that she make you feel young again. And that, right there, is when the game flips. Because the second a grown man starts chasing her vibe instead of standing firm in his own, he's already lost. This isn't just about the number of birthdays you've had. This is about pride. It's about self-respect and the irreversible mistake men make far too often. If you're older even just by 5 years and dealing with a younger woman, keep watching, because doing this one thing will change how she sees you forever and how you see yourself. Let's get into it. Reason 1. You become someone you're not. The second you start mimicking her age, you're silently admitting you're embarrassed of your own. Let me show you what that looks like. In the first 30 seconds, a CO, let's call him David, meets a stunning young woman, and instantly, he changes. His tone softens, his shoulders slump. He tosses around slang he never used before, mentions TikTok, brings up artists he doesn't even listen to, laughs at things that aren't funny. Within half a minute, he goes from dignified to desperate. She didn't walk away because he was older. She walked away because he wasn't real. Ask yourself what drew her to him initially. Was it his youth? No. She's surrounded by young men. Was it his energy? No. Hers outpaces his. Was it his cultural references? She lives in them. It was his presence, his inner confidence, his self-assurance, the way he held himself like a man with nothing to prove, the way his voice carried the weight of experience, the way he moved like someone who belonged. And then he gave all that up to impress her. Marcus Aurelius once said, "How much trouble he avoids who does not concern himself with what others say or do." The older man who starts to compete with younger men has lost sight of his worth. He's using the wrong measuring stick. You're not 25 anymore. And that's not a flaw. Your silver hair, that's survival. The lines on your face, signs you've lived, loved, laughed, worried, grown, your experience. That's not a burden. That's your advantage. Reason 2. You turn her into your midlife badge of honor. The second you start parading her around, you're showing her and everyone else that you don't see her as a person, but as proof. Here's how older men destroy connection. They make the relationship their public victory lap. They can't wait to post selfies. They introduce her to everyone they know. They speak of her like she's a trophy, not a human. Look what I've still got. But here's what that really tells her. You don't truly value her. You value what having her says about you. You're not in love with her. You're in love with the image she helps you project. This is damaging for 2 big reasons. First, it exposes your insecurity. A man who needs a young woman to confirm his desirability is a man who doesn't know his own worth. Nothing repels faster than masked insecurity. Second, it dehumanizes her. She's not your youth elixir, not your status boost, not your final flex. She's a person with her own fears, passions, ambitions, and uncertainties. She's not your accessory. She's the lead in her own story. When you reduce her to a symbol that makes you feel better, her respect for you evaporates. And without that respect, love can't survive. Seneca once wrote, "Every reversal of fortune is either a test of character or a lesson in wisdom. The way you treat her shows what you're made of. Do you see people as they are or as tools for your own validation?" Younger women can sense neediness from a distance. They know when a man wants them and when he needs them. They can spot the difference between genuine interest and ego-feeding attention. When you flaunt her like a prize, you're announcing that your value is tied to her presence. Now think, When was the last time you admired someone who desperately needed your approval? Attraction doesn't come from neediness. It comes from wholeness. Your independence? That's what draws her in. Reason 3. You try to reclaim your youth through her. If you're using her to rewind time, you'll lose her hand yourself. This third mistake ruins it all. Treating her like a time machine. You start hitting up clubs you haven't seen in 2 decades. Staying out until 3 a.m. when your normal bedtime used to be 10. Drinking like you're in college but paying for it like you're middle-aged. You think it shows you're still fun, that you can hang, but in reality, you're abandoning everything that made you appealing to begin with. She didn't notice you because you partied like a kid. She noticed you because you'd outgrown the need to. She wasn't drawn to your energy. She was drawn to your evolution. You're not supposed to match her pace. You're supposed to show her what comes after the chase. You're not 25 anymore. And thank God, you don't recover the same way. You don't metabolize the same way. You don't think the same way. That difference is your edge, Epictetus said. Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Wish for them to happen the way they do happen, and your life will go smoothly. Your truth is simple. You're older. You've got different energy, different focus, different depth. Stop fighting that. Start embracing it. She doesn't want another 25-year-old. She has access to those in droves. She wants the man who's finished proving himself, the man who stands still when others chase. She wants peace, direction, a life with rhythm, not chaos, a man who knows what he wants and doesn't apologize for it. When you abandon all that to impress her, you lose what made you exceptional. You surrender the very traits she was intrigued by. And worse, you stop being you. You become unrecognizable. All to win over someone who was already drawn to who you were. And the heartbreaking part, it's not that you can't keep up that turns her off. It's that you're trying to. It's not your age that disappoints her. It's your denial of it. So what do you do instead? Be real about your limits. If she wants to stay out late sometimes, say no. If she craves the chaos of clubs, suggest something more grounded. If she wants to party all night, share a few drinks and bow out with grace. Don't vanish into her world. Invite her into yours. Let her experience the life of a man who knows himself, who leads with clarity, not compromise. Your age isn't your enemy. Your journey isn't something to hide. Your maturity isn't a flaw, it's your leverage. That silver hair, it's your story, your experience. That's your power, your maturity. That's what sets you apart. The right young woman won't want you to pretend. She'll want you to be more of who you already are. A man shaped by life, scarred, seasoned, stronger. One who no longer chases youth because he's earned something deeper, wisdom. Don't apologize for your journey. Own it. Celebrate it. If she's not drawn to that, then she's not the woman for you. Because the right one, she'll never want you to become someone else. She'll want you to become more of yourself. The man who's ashamed of his path has forgotten the strength it took to walk it. Stop hiding. Start honoring. Your age is not your weakness, it's your greatest strength. Use it.